On his deathbed, his father gave him one last piece of advice. One day, make sure you marry a beautiful woman with a great figure. It's the only way to fix the ugly genes in our family. And then, he died. Years later, Hal never forgot those words. He really did find a girlfriend with a perfect body. But oddly enough, everyone else said she was ugly. Turns out, what Hal saw and what others saw were two completely different things. That night was their first time living together, and Hal was beyond excited. Rosie showed up in a sexy purple nightgown. To him, she was flawless. But then Rosie tossed her underwear at his face, and Hal froze. It was huge. Still, he didn't overthink it. They ended up having a great night together. The very next day, Hal got a promotion. Because Rosie, she was the boss's daughter. Everyone assumed he was only dating her to move up in the company. Even his best friend, Mauricio, warned him to think twice. Marriage is a big deal, he said. But Hal just thought he was jealous of Rosie's beauty. So Hal revealed a secret. He'd been hypnotized in an elevator. The hypnotist made every woman who saw him fall for him. Mauricio immediately realized something was wrong. He tracked down the hypnotist for answers, and the truth came out. Hal was only seeing inner beauty. The hypnosis was meant to teach him a lesson, to look beyond appearances. The hypnotist gave Mauricio the phrase to break the trance. Mauricio rushed to tell Hal the truth. Rosie didn't actually look the way Hal thought. Suddenly, all the weird things made sense. Rosie breaking chairs all the time, eating like a machine, sinking the back of the boat when they rowed, and that giant pair of underwear? Mystery solved. But after Mauricio said the trigger phrase, Hal got angry. I don't care what she looks like to anyone else. To me, she's beautiful. That's all that matters. Hal didn't want the spell broken, but it was already too late. Mauricio warned him. Until he was re-hypnotized, he couldn't see Rosie again, or else the illusion would be gone forever. So Hal kept making excuses to avoid her. That night, his attractive neighbor came knocking, inviting him to dinner. She was someone Hal had chased for years, but she'd never looked twice at him when he was broke. Now that he was CEO, she suddenly had a change of heart. By chance, Rosie happened to be at the same restaurant. She saw Hal holding hands with another woman. Her heart broke. She thought he had moved on, but Hal turned the neighbor down. Her shallow attitude only reminded him of one thing. He loved Rosie. He tried to call her, but when they passed each other on the street, Hal didn't recognize her. To Rosie, it was devastating. How could he pretend not to know her? She hung up the phone when he called. No hesitation. Hal was crushed, confused, and heartbroken. He finally understood. No matter what she looked like, he truly loved her. So he gave up the hypnosis. He went to find Rosie, told her the whole truth, and asked for forgiveness. In the end, Rosie forgave him, and they found their way back to each other.